ILGA is about all of us. We are ILGA. And the more voices we have on board, the louder our message is going to be. And whether we like it or not, the United Nations happens to be one of those bodies that make decisions on behalf of all our lives, which can have major repercussions. So we are working on that level in order to try and exact change in countries such as mine in Sri Lanka, and say, for example, in India, or in Tanzania, or in Namibia, or wherever, where people like you and me are not protected. We can't walk down the street and be who we are. We can't be going down the street holding our partner's hand, for example. We can't live together with our partner. And Lord forbid if something were to happen to our partner, we wouldn't even have a say in what kind of medical health care that they receive. So these issues really are very dear to us. And sometimes I think people who live in developed countries take so much for granted. But even here in the States, you cannot be complacent, because there are forces that are working against you to try and take away your rights. You know very well who I'm referring to. But this is common day practice for all of us everywhere else, because we live under repressive regimes. A lot of us live under repressive regimes. At least here, you have the right to be heard. You have the right to take your voices to Congress and say, look, we want change. We want ENDA to pass, or we want the Matthew Shepard bill to pass. And sometimes you might lose one, but you gained a minor victory with the Matthew Shepard bill being passed. But these are things that we cannot even dream to do in our countries. They won't even look at us. We can't even go and speak to our ministers, our parliamentarians, as freely as perhaps you speak with your Congress representatives in the States. And I know I've been to Sweden, say for example, where ministers are just walking on the street and anybody can go and talk to them. That's unheard of in my country. So it is very, very important that you are all aware of the global struggle, because you cannot remain insular here in the United States. What affects you affects us, and what affects us will eventually affect you.